Talking Gotham. 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 Talking Gotham.
Hello everyone, welcome to Talking Gotham. This is the Gotham Retrospective show here on the channel. I'm one third of your co-hosts. My name is Ryan Cam. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And this season has been good so far, but these 3 episodes, man, gas pedal, foot. Like, it was just beautiful stuff. But joining me as always from 3D Movie Cinema, it is Mr. Mooney. I wonder how that relationship's working out for you.
I am Fish Mooney. By the way, for the record, when I just watched the intro, I thought you were like, it looked like you're Alfred, and then you transitioned to Batman, because I'm just like, it looks like you're just dressed like Alfred, and I'm just thinking like, I'm like, who? If Ryan's Alfred, then who's Batman? I was so confused for a second. I'm like, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. I can't wait to talk about these 3 episodes. This is Matt's favorite 3 episodes ever made.
Speaking of, Matt Wyatt, how are you?
Doing good. These 3 episodes were good, not the best.
I agree with Matt.
Oh boy, I guess I'm going to be the only one. All right, well, we'll cross that and litigate that when we get there. But as far as this episode goes, if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, greatly appreciate all of that. But without any further ado, let us get into it. This is Season 1, Episode 11, called Rogues Gallery.
This January.
What you're doing is admirable.
Guarding lunatics.
No, not quitting.
The next chapter begins.
I wish something would happen to old man Falcone.
Who would take over then?
Let me guess.
You're not turning on me, are you?
What kind of question is that?
It's a new dawn, new city.
So you're Penguin. So what?
The Penguin. There's gonna be some drama around here. Gotham, all new episodes this January on Fox.
Yeah, so this is the mid-season premiere, and this episode aired on January 5th, 2015, which was almost like 10 years ago. Jesus.
Wow.
While working at Arkham Run by Dr. Gary Lang, Gordon investigates a series of attacks on inmates with the help of Dr. Leslie Lee Thompson. Thompson. How do you pronounce that last name?
Tompkins. You like
Thompson.
Tompkins. Yeah, Tompkins. Yeah. My bad. Mooney discusses her plan to overthrow Falcone with underboss Jimmy, who has a disagreement with her succession. Cobblepot is arrested by the police for trying to further extort some fishermen already paying protection money to Maroney.
So,
Wow.
Let's not bury the lead here in this episode. One of the biggest developments is that we get a new character introduced, and it's played by Morena Baccarin, a.k.a. Deadpool's girlfriend, Vanessa. So she's crossing the DC Marvel bridge, if you will.
They married actually after the season.
They were together after
they
during
got
its
together
time.
after. They met on this show and they married afterwards and have kids.
Wow, good for them.
Which I did not expect.
Yeah. Which, yeah, you could tell there are chemistry between them, because it's like, and you could tell, it's like, I like it when that people do get together on shows, because you could tell the chemistry is real, because it feels more authentic, because it's like, and I will say this episode, I thought there were some things I did not put in my notes and I forgot to. Like, one, I love the scene where Butch kills his best friend, because he's that loyal to Fish. Like, when he's just sitting there in the car with him and they're just sitting there listening to music and talking like the good old days, and then you just go, and I'm like,
It almost felt like they were playing off like The Sopranos or like Goodfellas. But I already saw that kill going to come from a mile away. There's no way in hell he's going to side with his best friend. He's too loyal to Mooney.
These showrunners definitely have seen Goodfellas and Casino more than once, because if you hear 50s style doo-wop music, you are going to die. Like, that's just an unwritten rule in movies. Like, if you hear All Eyes for You or In the Still of the Night or Best Things in Life by the Dream Waves, if you hear any of that music, you might as well just run the other way, because you are destined for, like, the upper room. Like, you just are.
Yeah, but it doesn't really try to hide the fact that he's going to off that guy in the car. Like, we already knew that was going to come.
I mean, I just can't believe that's his like.
It plays it every trick in the book of a mafia movie.
I mean, that would be like, imagine like Ryan just sitting there. Me and Ryan are both in the mafia. Ryan's in a higher position than me, and Ryan's sitting there in the car and I'm used to music, and I'm just going like this, going, and then I just go. I was like, what the fuck? It's like that's kind of crazy. That shit's crazy. I mean, it really is. It's like that's your friend. That is your friend, and you just blew his brains out because you're loyal to somebody. I'm like, I'm just saying. I mean, obviously, I will say Fish does care for Butch. She does. Like she doesn't. I will say Fish, when she cares for somebody, she truly does. She's not like Falcone, where Falcone will care for if he'll care for you. He said it's not going to be forever. Falcone is kind of like, if I lose interest, okay. But I think that's why I say I will say Fish has a loyalty, more of a loyalty than Falcone does, because Fish, she sees people as like, because she grew up in poverty and she sees people as like that street girl. She actually cared for her, and she cares for Butch, and she says, and so she is a caring person, but at the same time she wants to achieve her goals. While Falcone doesn't really care for people, he uses people, but he says if he does care for you, as long as he cares for you, but when he loses interest, like for instance, how in the next episode, how it shows that I can lose interest when I care for you, and that shows. But I do like the fact though is that Butch was just so loyal to her, he just kills that guy. And also, can we talk about how Penguin just tries to screw over Maroney, where he goes up to the guy and tries to get taxes on him, and then they get pinched and thrown into jail.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, like Penguin, like Icarus flying too close to the sun.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm going to get into the last paragraph of this synopsis. The former is freed by the latter, who initiated the arrest to warn Cobblepot about hubris. Montoya ends her relationship with Barbara. Gordon, Bullock, and Captain Essen discover that the person attacking the inmates was Jack Gruber, who then escapes from Arkham with his associate Aaron Danzig. After killing several guards and Dr. Lane, Savano tries to convince Gelzine to change sides, but the latter kills him instead. Selina takes an ill Ivy to Gordon's. Barbara calls and mistakes Ivy as his girlfriend. I find that scene fucking hilarious when she calls Gordon on the phone and Ivy answers it and acted like he's someone girl he's seeing. That was so stupid as shit.
Let's unpack this for a second, because the things involving
it's a
Jim,
child. You can tell it's a child.
Like
you can tell from my child's voice.
Jim, when he is focused on the asylum and the mystery and Dorothy and all of that, that stuff is great. Like him and Barbara and Montoya splitting up, even though Montoya was the splitter and Barbara was the splittee.
But also Barbara was in relapse, taking drugs and then sleeping with her ex-girlfriend. How stupid the scene was.
Taking those somas like Kevin Nash in the 90s, but I digress. But it's so dumb. Like the whole Barbara Montoya conversation was just so incredibly dumb. And then it's like, you can clearly hear it's a little girl's voice and be like, oh, he's clearly moved on. I'm like, what do you think that this man is into to like
what the who the fuck who do you think you're talking to on the phone? Do you not know a child's voice when you hear it?
Either she's like, Jim is really a monster. Jim is really a monster. And I need to call Chris Hansen over here. Or like, he did remember he was taking in Selena. Remember she was around when he brought in, actually, no, he wasn't. No, she wasn't.
No.
She was gone already. But I was just saying, like, what would make more sense? I'm just saying, if I was Barbara, I'm like, that he's a monster.
But also Gordon is taking like a 24/7 shift. When he's not even at his own place.
He's so not at home that Selena and Ivy can just go in, like sleep there, have a full-on meal and leave, and no one notices. No one notices. Like,
apparently, Selena can literally climb on tall fucking buildings, like no sweat.
Like, I get it. She's Catwoman. She's going to be Catwoman. Like, very good job, show. You
don't need to spell it out for us that's Catwoman. We know.
Well, the other Ivy has plants around her, and she's just going like this, walk around with plants, and I'm just like, oh, you get it? Because she's poison ivy. You get it? You get it? Do you get it?
Do you get it?
She's poison ivy.
we need a young boy named Victor who's going to become Mr. Freeze, and he's just cold all the time. And where's Blue?
That actually made me laugh. That one was actually a good one, right? I like that one.
My name is Freeze. Learn it well, or
I'm
something
bald
like that.
and blue.
My name is Freeze.
I'm feeling a little blue. But no, I do think that yeah, I mean it was funny, but it's like they're like, oh damn, I'm like, Barbara, in what world do you think really Jim is like just trying to go out, lure children into his apartment? Now that you're, I'm like, Jim's trying to fight corruption. He's not trying to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the biggest monster of them all. Like,
But also the Leslie character, that's going to be his love entrance from right off the bat when they meet.
It's like Barbara just stinks. She stinks as a character.
That's
and
what I was
the
trying to
actress
say.
They keep throwing her back in when she's completely useless, has nothing to do, and yet they keep dragging her character in the mud. Even a lot worse than Lana Lang from Smallville.
Whenever, like when Robert Ryan was saying, he has to get with Barbara because don't they have Batgirl together? And then when I said the other day, I was hinting and going, just because she has the name Barbara doesn't mean that that's the mom. And I was hinting at the other day when Ryan, because I knew about Lee coming in the picture.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
woman.
So technically, that's supposed to be her too. That was supposed to be the
a
mom.
lot more sense now because like Dr. Thompson is in like 2 episodes, and I already like her 1,000 times more.
She's here for the rest of the series.
I've heard she's going to be a series regular for the rest of the series.
For the rest of the entire series.
Which you could tell that they have great chemistry.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Doctor? I did not like him. Like as soon as I saw
the
him,
Doctor
like,
is the shitty at his job. Really, he's really terrible. He's like,
Gordon,
go interrogate the fucking inmates and don't interrogate one of your doctors. Like, what? Are you stupid?
Gordon, you don't think you can fall far? Well, just imagine how far you can fall. I'm like, great job, Joe Clark.
But I will say that being said, in defense, I saw that the main guy who was the electrocutioner dude, that he was pulling all the strings. That was clearly him, and I knew it from the moment that they were in the middle of a play.
By the way, that's a famous Batman villain. If you played Arkham Origins, the
electrocutioner.
Yeah, which I was waiting because I'm so glad that Arkham Origins came out a year before because I'm like, that's the electrocutioner from the video game when the one that Joker throws off a building and he falls into the Christmas tree and dies. Which I'm just like, I'm literally like, oh, it's the electrocutioner, which I will say we'll get into the next episode about it. But
I mean, I saw that coming from a mile away. Like that has to be him who stole the keys from one of the guards.
He gets more interesting in the next episode, but we'll get to that.
He was not a one-off character, really. I mean, they carried it over in the next episode.
Well,
the
that's
villain
what I'm saying.
of this episode is a big old red herring.
I will say, Harvey helping Gordon take Warden in for questioning when the Gordon's like, Gordon, you cannot bring police in here. And so he's like, well, this is a GCPD investigation. That is, and then he takes the Warden.
He's like, you can't call the police. I just did.
Going to take away your supervisor now, Jim. It'd be a shame if you just went through the staff records. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wink.
I mean, apparently he can't afford enough to have another guards in the fucking security guards in the asylum because they're shitty at their jobs.
The one guard and then the other guard who's just also there and dies. Like the Adam dude just like breaks his neck. I'm like, well, they need to hire another guard, I guess.
I mean, I like the part when the electrocutioner was giving them a shock therapy and try to alter their own intelligence in their mind. One of them goes catatonic, and one of them just requotes fucking Shakespeare. Really, like, wow, that's a whole nother fucking level for the electrocutioner dude.
I do like when he's interrogating for all the patients and stuff. He's just sitting there interrogating. This old woman, the nurse, is helping him. And then, like, when you find out she's the bad guy the whole time helping the electrocutioner, and I'm just sitting there. The only thing I thought was how you found out was dumb. Like, it's just literally like Harvey calls on the phone and goes, "This person," and then Gordon literally, and then
she was living under the basement for 15 years.
I'm just like,
she was basically Michael Myers from the end of Halloween 4. Like, she survived.
I have
she
not
survived
seen
the
Halloween
dynamite
Resurrection.
blast.
Halloween Resurrection.
Was it? I've never seen Resurrection. I mean, I've always saw the
No, Michael Myers
hilariosity.
is under the basement in that
Yeah,
Resurrection.
I saw the hilariosity review for Resurrection, but I never watched the whole movie.
Who was sitting there? She was sitting there eating rats and stuff, and then just like all of a sudden, like they go to make a reality show, Danger Entertainment. And
Yeah. These shit
No.
MTV shit.
It's Dangertainment. Is it
Dangertainment.
Dangertainment.
The funniest thing is when Buster.
That was the one movie that was
shows
Katie
up.
Stackoff, and then they got the guy who played Kevin from American Pie.
Literally,
Yeah.
Buster Rhymes literally dresses up like Michael Myers, and Michael Myers is right behind him, and then he shit talks Michael Myers, and then does this to his head, like, "Are you stupid or something?" And then Michael Myers walks away. I'm like, "What? That's Michael Myers? That is Michael Myers? Are you stupid?" Like he shit talks him.
But they kill off Jim Lee Curtis. They kill off Laurie in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
She,
did
at
that
her
because she
request,
was after the
lest we
movies.
forget, at her request.
Yeah, she asked to be killed off.
yeah, that's true. She
Which
did.
she said because she said they tricked her into signing another movie, and she was like, She goes, "If you do that, I want to die." Then so he's like, "Okay." Which
Literally, this is the Halloween franchise. Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, 5, 6, 7, the zombie ones, the entire reboot trilogy.
I like the first reboot. I like the first reboot. I thought that was a much
H2O.
better movie.
I
But the other
respect
two-
I respect your opinion, but it's not nearly as good as some.
No, but I
people
will admit that kills and ends were a big letdown. That's where they shit the
Look,
bed,
here's the
especially
thing.
ends.
I have
Like,
a
I
love
agree
and
with
hate
you on that
relationship
one.
with the later movies. Like I love H2O. I do not like Resurrection. While the Resurrection I've come around to loving because it's so funny, how hilariously bad. Okay, which I think Chris Stuckman and Flickinger really helped me
I
appreciate.
will say that the 2019 Halloween reboot, I feel like they should have done a one-off
2018.
movie. 2018, yeah, it should have been a one-off movie,
I
one
like
and done,
that.
and then be done with it.
I like Rob Zombie's Halloween, but then
Hated it.
2018 I have issues with it because I think it's so stupid how the doctor helps Michael Myers escape. I'm just like,
And
No,
then
I
he
will.
dies.
I will agree on that.
And
That was
then
pretty
he
so
dumb.
dies.
stupid.
And then he dies. It just like we could do an entire.
Then
like,
the young girl's parents, they sucked in the movie. That was, look, I will admit that there's good stuff that I enjoyed about 2018, and there's a lot of things that I felt questionable that had my head scratched and like, wait, what?
What was he going to do? Like, I agree with what Stuckman said. What was he going to do whenever after he did all that? Was he going to go to work on Monday morning like nothing happened? Like, hell yeah, help
we
Michael
could
Myers
honestly
escape.
we could honestly do an entire like show here on the channel, like
Yeah.
coming.
Oh, we could do the Halloween discussion, all the movies,
How
and we
bad
can
these movies are. But
Well,
I will say, I do.
Scary Mania is already booked up this year, so probably not this year, but
Oh,
maybe.
fair enough.
Me and Jacob Martin every year have been doing Halloween. We're on Halloween 3 this year. We're on Halloween 3. We're going to do them 4. I said about 10 years we should get to 2018 in 10 years.
Well, Season of the Witch is really good, so
I like
so,
Season of the Witch.
Yeah,
but,
that movie's a lot of fun.
I've only remembered bits and pieces of the marathon.
It's nothing.
with
It's
the other
nothing to Michael
sequels.
Myers. It has nothing.
I know.
to do
I know.
with-
I've heard. No,
know.
I already know because I remember watching Season of the Witch when it was on TV during Halloween. It was only one time, it was years ago, and I only remember bits and pieces of it, and it literally had nothing to do with Michael Myers.
Well,
but
it's still
going back-
really good. I'll give you
Going back to Gotham now.
Yes.
So,
It's brought to you by Halloween Edition.
yeah. Yeah. I think Leslie conveniently showing up. At the end when he's with the old woman nurse and everything. That I'm like, that's so convenient. Like, what was that thing you say, Matt?
I was almost convinced that Leslie was behind it at first for that moment.
That's the whole point.
I know that was to trick us.
But Matt, what was it you said what was it you always say? Barely inconvenient. What was it saying?
Oh, it's good. Well, that's the quote for the guy from Pitch Meeting. It's gonna be super easy, barely inconvenience.
Yeah, I'm like, when Leslie just shows up, like as Jim and her in the basement, and she just shows up, and I'm just like, yeah, I was just thinking about them, like that was just so barely inconvenience, barely, like, because I'm like, what if she wouldn't have showed up? She would have just like, would the nurse have just stuck around with Jim, and then until like they got the phone call, like, but yeah, I do also thought it was funny when Jim, all the inmates were trying, like, go back to your cells now, and they're all just scared. They go, all right, I got the door open. And he goes,
like,
oh,
wait a minute. We have the high ground, like lunge, like guys.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
you underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
Yeah. But I think also I do like that the electrocutioner is behind all this with him and the woman. Although, what happened to the woman? I
But
forgot.
I thought that was pretty predictable. I saw that coming from a mile away. That had to be the guy who was behind all this.
What happened to the electrocution? I mean, the woman, did she get killed?
She probably got
Yes,
killed when the inmates
she
were
got,
escaping, and
she got stomped.
she got stomped. This
Yeah.
was, I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So and I also like how Penguin felt like Maroni. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, also Bruce Wayne and Catwoman do not appear in this episode at all.
No,
Alfred Bruce,
They're-
not.
Bruce
In the
Wayne
next
isn't
ones?
even Bruce Wayne isn't even in the next one. He doesn't show up again until Welcome Back, Jim Gordon.
yeah, not until like the third episode for the 14th episode. When
Matt
we
was
get
probably
into it.
happy. He goes, "Yes, no longer. I don't want to see child Bruce Wayne."
But,
Yeah, thank God.
But let's go to scores. Collins 1 to 10.
I'm gonna say it's a 5 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving a 6.
I'm going to side with Matt. I will go 6. It's definitely the weakest of the three, but I still think there's good stuff here. However, the quality jumps way up with this next one. It's season 1, episode 12,
It's the best episode, in my opinion. This is the best episode.
called What the Little Bird Told Him. Matt.
I love the name. The Electrocutioner.
Jack Gruber is out there. I know how he thinks. I know what he'll do next. And that means you need me.
I'm gonna make my move on Falcone.
Fish. You sly devil. Gotham, all new 2 weeks from tonight on Fox.
The episode aired on January 19th, 2015, and it's directed by Ego Engelson. I'm terrible at pronouncing those last names. Those are fucking hard to pronounce.
Yeah, it's a hard name. Just do your best.
I'll do my best. But Gruber and Danzig go on a rampage through Gotham. Gordon promises Commissioner Loeb he will arrest Gruber within 24 hours. Nigma learns Gruber is actually Jack Buczynski, a former mafia bank robber who was betrayed by Maroni. Gordon and Bullock put Maroni under protective custody to use as a bait to attract Gruber to the precinct. Gruber and Danzig attack, but Gordon thwarts them by sorting out Gruber's electrical apparatus with water. For living up to his end of the deal, Gordon is reinstated as a detective. So, what did you think about that part with the whole the electrocutioner's return in this episode?
How it opens was great with Johnny Cash.
The Ain't No Grave Can Hold My Body Down. That's or no wait.
No,
God's
God's gonna cut you
down. That's the song. That's the song.
What's
But
that?
yeah, epic way to start. The poor guy that owned the electronics store, he gets fried and then is like he's doing the Bart Simpson meme of the "I will not betray my friend."
How about you add that clip to the opening intro?
But I just can't. That was just so badass. Him walking down the street.
I remember that actor. He played one of that store clerk in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Remember that scene when
also in that
Spider-Man
Will
he had a
Smith
bad
movie,
allergy, he had
Focus.
bad cold. It's like I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was also in Focus with Will Smith.
God, I try to forget that movie.
Oh wow.
He was also in Focus, and he was also in Piranha 2, where he gets a piranha in between his ass cheeks.
Okay.
I never seen Piranha 2.
Cheeks.
But thank you for the description of
Is
that scene.
Oh, that's the least of that
Is that-
movie's problems.
Is that
Amanda
Piranha
Lee
3
Taylor.
Double D?
Do you remember
Yes.
Jack O'Connor? Like I think it was like Jerry O'Connor. Remember that guy from the first Piranha remake,
That
3D?
movie's better than the one that 3D.
He got all of his legs eaten up and in his dick.
Oh no! In Piranha DD or whatever it's called, 3DD, whatever.
Double D?
literally- A woman gets a piranha that swims in her vagina, and then they're having sex, and the piranha bites onto the man's penis, and he has to cut his penis off to get the piranha free.
Oh God, I can actually
That
imagine.
is in the
shit.
movie. That is in the movie.
Well, brought to you by the Piranha Edition
It's like
I have
the terrible
I
for
have
movie
the man cutting his own dick off.
by a piranha.
I have nothing to add to that. But I just this this episode might be my favorite of the whole season. I loved it so much. The stuff with Falcone, just amazing stuff. Like Falcone was already like a really underrated character in this show. He's not in it much, but when he is there, he is like you can't miss him. But here he just shines. Like I don't want like just jump to the ending where he's like, I knew Fish, I knew all along, and then he chokes out Liza. And not like the Samoa Joe like rear naked choke. We're talking about like this level of choke, like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, like Quail choking out, or what the dude's name, the Quirrell choking out Harry Potter, like that level of choke out. It's disturbing. It really is.
Yeah, because he's like killing, like, because he's like I said earlier, Falcone. Whenever he says, "I can forgive betrayal," but you using my own saint mother against me, that is cold fish. He says that, like he says that's what like through him. He says, "I'm not going to kill you now because that'd be too good for you. I'm going to make you suffer," And I think that was something like Falcone. He's like that right there, using my mother against me. That is
Was that supposed to happen in the next episode that we cover?
No, that happens in this episode.
Are you sure it's this? Oh,
Yeah, because Fish is a prisoner in the next one.
It's only several hours since I just watched it this morning.
Fish is on the run in the next episode.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, that whole betrayal scene was really well subtled. And that was the best part about that episode of how ruthless he is. He pulled that fucking Wilson Fisk from Daredevil season 1. I didn't come here. It's not you. I came here to kill you.
And he's like,
except he does it in a more calmly way when he chokes his lover. But I will say that his lover, I can't remember what's her face. She's not a good actress. Lila's that actress is terrible.
Have you seen her? She's in the Salem's Lot remake that's on Max.
Like you can't, like, how can he be this convinced that you were trying to convince me that you're my lover and you love all the stuff that my mother loved? Like, I'm sorry, you're kind of the new generation in that era. Come on, give me a break.
I did like the scene where Falcone is like considering his options, like maybe I should leave, and then there's Victor Zsasz being like, "Hello, I'm your hired assassin. I'll go and do it for you." Like he just wants.
Yeah, Zsasz was literally gonna do all that, and when this whole kidnapping scheme that Mooney just fucking like arranged, and it was so funny. He was willing. But did you know that Falcone was willing before he knew about the whole like setup from Liza? He was literally about to throw in a towel. He was about to willing just to run away from with Lisa.
Yeah. I like that he said this though. I thought he was like, he says, thank you, Fish, because you really made me realize why I'm doing this. You really brought the fire back in me, which I'm like, oh, that's not good, because that means he said that man's literally like,
you made him more ruthless. You woke him up. You just unleashed a Pandora's box.
He was literally a nice guy about to retire and everything, and then he's like, no, I think I will kill you. I think I'll make you suffer torture, and then I'm gonna basically deal with all my enemies because. And then I'm just thinking like that's Falcone right there. That is a Falcone move because, I mean, he's literally and like what she said, I think he said in one episode, don't mistake my politeness for weakness. In which he is a guy who literally is like that's what Penguin. I remember he was like he called Penguin to come over here and Penguin told him he slapped Penguin in the face saying, "Don't you dare say." And then
did you find it very funny when Cobblepot was about to go to Falcone
and then gets electrocuted
and the electrocutioner was out there. He was out there to go on a hit with Maroni, and I thought that was very convenient, a little too convenient to me. But it was so funny. And then when that Cobblepot was in that hospital, he was in that bed, and he just like wakes up when he's really all fucked up. I was like, oh, I got a meeting with Falcone. Like, he was right in front of you. I find it so fucking funny. I was like, what the hell?
I thought that was just so like, okay, Oswald literally wakes up, like, just wakes up just in time so that way he can reveal truth out and then just goes back to sleep. I'm like, which obviously I'm like, all right, so now I'm thinking, okay, now Maroni knows he knows that you're a traitor because, which I mean, it looks like Oswald's not going back because like he's got the club now, but I'm just saying it's crazy.
Well, now Cobblepot has Mooney's nightclub since he snitched on her. He got the opportunity to snitch on Mooney and her whole scheme, and then made her go on a run with Butch. And I thought that was pretty fun, pretty great comeback to get a payback on Mooney, just to rub it in her face right in front of her.
I also think it's really funny. Okay. Also, the only thing I hated was why would Maroney agree to protective custody when he's like he's Maroney, Don Maroney.
He's the crime boss.
Why wouldn't he just send people out there to go find this man and kill, put a bullet in his
And also,
head?
what was the prisoner, the electrocutioner's motive to want to go after Maroney? What did I miss something?
It's like the job gone bad. I think that was.
Oh, maybe.
Before Maroney was a Don, he literally was like, he said him, that guy at the electrocutioner store, and the electrocutioner all did a job together, and the other two, they rolled over on the electrocutioner, and he went to Arkham, while them two escaped and got away with the money.
His motivation is that of Dwayne Johnson's character from this movie called Faster, which nobody remembers, but I remember, and it's actually quite good.
I never seen it. I knew about that movie. It was one of the first movies that Dwayne Johnson was about to get back and doing action films after he got out of contract with Disney at the time.
Yeah, because he's like
The Rock can actually act if he wants to. That's why I'm excited for the Smashing.
Yeah, he's leaning to the Oscars, dude. He wants the Oscar now.
Like everybody always says, Dave Bautista. I'm like, how many leading roles has Dave Bautista been in? That's in a good movie.
We have tilted at this particular windmill enough, Collins.
We already know.
People say that, like Dave Bautista does shitty direct-to-video.
Even Dave Bautista would tell you he's not that good of an actor. He even would tell you that. He would
so
tell
did
you
The Rock once upon a time, but we can do this for hours. But the point is, I'm excited for Smashing Machine. We are moving on. We are moving on now.
I'm excited for it too. I never said I was not excited for it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to wherever I'm pointing. Him.
Yeah.
He's over there. He's over there.
He's over there and over there. Oh yeah, he's over there.
Yeah. Okay, back to Gotham.
Back to Formula.
Back to Formula.
But yeah, I thought it was just awkward. Like, why couldn't Maroney just go out there and be like, I'm going to put a huge hit on the electrocutioner, anyone that finds him, and then while all of his men are gone, then that's when the electrocutioner comes.
But also, Gordon demanded that for his protective custody. Gordon demanded that whole thing.
That's true. Yes.
I will say I'm glad it isn't cliche though, because cliche would have been like, oh, all of his men, he puts a hit out on the electrocutioner, and then while all of his men are gone out looking for him, the electrocutioner shows back up and electrocutes his last two men, and then confronts him, and then Gordon shows up and like, GCPD. I'm glad it's not like that. I'm glad it's like different, where it's like, oh, we're gonna agree to go to the police station. He's gonna check out the police station and make everybody laugh while Penguin's unconscious on a desk.
He was on. Yeah, they have him asleep on the desk. That was pretty funny.
Shout out.
Wakes up in an awkward moment.
Shout out to the boy Nigma though for being like, make sure you wear your galoshes, and Bullock's like, I will not be wearing my rubbers, and Gordon's like, let me have them, and it's like, that's some galaxy brain thinking right there.
What was I love that moment though when everybody, like, the electrocutioner just goes in there and electrocutes everybody and knocks them unconscious. And then, like, I love how though Oswald's bit pleading with him, goes, I swear on my mother's life that I would never betray you. I swear. And he goes, okay, you can go kiss your mother. And they said, and then all of a sudden, electrocution. I was like, the second time getting electrocuted.
This poor Penguin is like, I need to go see my mom.
Like, don't say the word mom near Maroney again, or else you're gonna get electrocuted. Like,
I need to see my parental figure.
I was like, he's just laying on top of it too, and they're like, "Get move that skinny guy right there."
Brush him off, why don't you?
I'm just laughing because when he's just laying on top of him, move that little.
But also, it's very funny that Gordon just takes a fucking cup of water and just fucking turns off his fucking device on his chest. That was whatever the hell it was, coffee. Yeah, I was like, what? That was so anticlimactic right there.
He died in this episode.
It's like the thing.
Did you not thought it through to make it waterproof?
It's like the thing from Iron Man 2 where Rhodey's like, I'm gonna bust his bunker with the ex-wife, and then the ex-wife fires, and he's like, boing.
Hammer time?
Yeah. Best
yeah.
one
Which
in that whole movie.
Hammer
also,
Tech.
I call bullshit on Jim when he says it's the most protected spot in Gotham when the last 2 episodes ago.
That's how he was able to be
Everyone
reinstated by stopping the electrocutioner, and how he got reinstated by the GCPD.
Also, what there's something that made me kind of irks me a little bit. Okay, literally, like I thought the electrocutioner had died in this episode because I thought he was like, oh, like I am all powerful, and then Jim throws water and he goes,
I could not stop laughing. I couldn't take that scene so seriously. That was like, what? That's how you're gonna go? That's how you're gonna go?
Great job. Great job, Gotham. You killed off your villain like how Sean Connery would in one of his Bond movies. But anyway.
But yeah, instead they throws the water and goes, oh.
No, I don't think he died. No, he didn't die.
He didn't die though. That's what I'm saying. I thought he did originally, but no. Instead, he just like throws coffee on him, and then he goes, "Oh, okay, I surrender."
But the actor who played the commissioner, I can't remember the guy's name.
He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV show.
Yeah, he was in the TV show. He was also in that Disney movie, The Ultimate Christmas Present, playing the boring weatherman.
Control the weather. Yeah,
to control the weather.
Harvey hides him. He's like, "Oh, here comes."
I do remember watching the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids shows before the movies.
I do too. I liked what oh, here comes Commissioner Love, and he hides him in the corner, and he goes, "Detective Bullock, why is Officer Gordon here?" And I'm just like, "Oh man, he saw that."
It's like he's right there. Like that was so terrible in the Heights.
Peripheral vision, guys.
I like that they portray Loeb as a corrupt cop too. Like he's corrupt in Falcone's pockets.
I'm not surprised by that.
I like that they portray him that way because in the comics, that's how he is. He's a corrupt individual. And then, like in the Dark Knight trilogy, he's a good cop, and I like that they portray him like corrupt. But
Loeb dies in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, he gets killed by the Joker. Also, there's no way
by drinking an acid, the whole acid in this fucking scotch.
Yeah. I like how, like I said. Also, there's no way the police the room looks like that.
No,
there's no way like the locker room looks like that. The locker room, I'm like, there's no way. It's like one bed and there's like a nice shower. I'm like, I was like, okay, that's just set up for that romance scene because
I used to work.
How did you feel about that when Gordon was making his move for a woman that he only knew for a week?
He's like, come in, give me some sugar.
Give me some sugar. He pulls out that fucking scene from Army of Darkness. Like, give me some sugar. Give me some sugar, baby.
I literally just rewatched Army of Darkness just the other day. It's so good, but yeah, it's literally the "give me some sugar, baby" scene from.
It's like, dude, you only knew her for a week.
I mean, it's not the fastest that I've seen in media, but that's a.
It was like, dude, tone it down there, Stamos.
Stamos. But I was gonna see if Collins has a score, but he has stepped away.
I'm literally right here. What do you need? What score?
He's in the bathroom doing his.
I'm not in the bathroom. I'm just sitting here.
He's in the bathroom doing his business. That's why he took his camera off.
Please turn your sound off if you
turn off the microphone.
Seriously, right here.
Nobody needs to hear.
Diarrhea.
See, look, I'm not right here. See, look, I'll show you right here. I'm not in the bathroom.
You always record in the bathroom.
See right here, I'm not in the bathroom. Oh, I mean, I'm not on the toilet.
He's probably sitting on the crapper and doing his business as he's recording.
I'm in a chair. See, like
I know I'm fucking with you.
Most people play games on their phone. Collins records podcast. We are not.
I'm recording podcasts of the bathroom edition.
But no, my score. Okay, I will say this: I am going to hit the can in a second after I do my score. So Ryan,
I digress.
So Ryan, all right, I'm going to give this. I'm going to say this is my favorite episode. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow, okay. You liked it that much?
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Okay. I'll give it an 8. It's a really a better episode than the last one. I will say.
Can you give me change for a 10 spot, sir? This is a full-on 10 from me. Loved it.
Wow, you think this is a masterpiece of an episode?
My favorite episode of this show so far. But the quality remains. It's not as good as this one, but I still did like this one. It's season 1, episode 13, called "Welcome Back, Jim Gordon."
Ladies and gentlemen, celebrities from around the world, here we are at last.
A little soon to be celebrating, don't you think?
No sign of fish. She played the game. She knew the risks.
You stop accusing another officer of murder.
They are gonna turn on you.
I can't let it be.
That's all you get?
Gotham, an all-new episode next month.
Matt.
This episode aired on January 26, 2015. It's directed by Wendy Stansler. Mooney is tortured by Falcone's henchmen, but Gelzine frees himself and rescues her. A homicide witness is murdered while under custody at GCPD. Gordon comes to suspect narcotics detective Arnold Flass is behind. Learning that Flass is supported by influential figures, Gordon asks Cobblepot for help, who tasks his enforcer, Gabe. Bruce asks Selena about his parents' murderer, but she reveals she lied about seeing the man's face to avoid being sent to juvenile detention. Yeah, that one a little subplot when Selena Kyle comes back, like towards the little bit of the end of the episode, that she lied about seeing the man's face, just so that she can get away from the juvenile detention, because she knew she was going to be in the juvenile detention and be like transported. So she had to use her little tactic to Bruce, even Gordon, that she saw the man's face. When really, from our end in that pilot episode, she didn't see the man's face. She only witnessed the murder, but she never saw the man's face. She lied about that.
Yeah, the guy was wearing a mask, like a ski mask kind of thing.
Yeah, he's wearing a ski mask like he's a fucking a hitman, a hired for Trigger Man.
Yeah. But still really enjoyed this one. This is a really good episode. I think there is like Fish on the Run. I did like we get introduced to Flass, which, man, talk about putting the ass in Flass. Like, this guy was just horrible.
Wasn't
Like,
there a
even-
Flass character? One question. I'm not, sorry if I'm cutting you off, but was there a Flass character in Batman Begins? Gordon's partner.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
played
that's the
by-
guy.
He was played by the one underboss that is in Sons of Anarchy, the
Yep.
fat hairy guy.
Yep,
can't
he's
think of
so
his
good.
name right
He was also in The Mandalorian season 1, which he was
That-
he's such a great actor.
That's right. Yeah, but I mean, just like narcotics, just in general, just looks like they're just like living high off the hog or something. And just, I like the little dynamics of like MCU, narcotics, homicide. Like, they're all corrupt, but in different ways. And so I just love the spirit of that.
Yeah. For the second to the last paragraph of the synopsis, Nigma gives Kringle a romantic greeting card, but Flass finds it and mocks him. Kringle later apologizes to Nigma and admires the card. Gabe gives Gordon evidence that exposes Flass' involvement in the witness death, and Flass is arrested. Gordon learns that Gabe threatened the family of Delaware, Flass' accomplice, for proof. Mooney and Gelzine confront Cobblepot at the nightclub, but Zaz arrives and recaptures Gelzine. Mooney escapes and decides to temporarily leave Gotham, with Bullock revealed as her lover. I kind of suspected that Bullock and Mooney kind of had a thing. It didn't really try so hard to really hide that. I find it very funny that when Cobblepot was being confronted by Mooney, and when she was about to take back her nightclub, then Victor Sass comes in and intervenes, try to take out Mooney and Butch, but then everything escalates, and Cobblepot was literally on his knees kissing her ass to try to win back her trust, just
Kissing
when
her
he was
feet.
about to. Like, God, he is such a flip-flop. You know he's a little whiny little weasel that will be on any side, whether it's on the winning side.
Hang into the rear so that even if they sink, he still remains afloat.
I find it very interesting that Gordon went in the little flip to the dark side when fucking Cobblepot asks Cobblepot to grab one of his henchmen to go and torture and interrogate of who was the one behind all this with Flass's accomplice and stuff, and threaten his wife in the
I love
bathtub.
whenever he got he was just holding him at gunpoint. He's like, stop me. He's just putting his wife on the waterboard.
Yeah, he was holding him at gunpoint as she's trying to drown her.
And he says, I'll tell you whatever you want, okay? I'll tell you this. And he goes,
And
okay.
Gordon realizes that he went way too far to try to get some dirt on Flass.
Like, I put in my notes that Gordon realizing now that he said by him getting Penguin help him, he's no better than them because he just got a criminal to go and get evidence to use whenever he says a good cop would not do that. He crossed the line. And this guy's like begging him, please don't let him.
Yeah, this is the first time.
If I told anyone, please don't hurt my family.
Yeah, he was so terrified, and he's realizing that he really went too far. Even when asking a criminal, Cobblepot himself, to do him a favor, to go and try to put the hurt in him to get the evidence on Flash. And I like it. Yeah, there was a one point in the scene where most of the cops, even the captain, backed him up for Flash's arrest.
I love that speech.
Most people in the GCPD are not happy about it.
I love the speech when he told them. He said, "This man trusted us, and then this man right here had him killed." He says, "Oh, we know better than them." And everything, like Jim and everybody in the whole precinct, you see everybody in the precinct standing around, like Edward, Mrs. Kringle. He said, Captain Sarah, everybody's just sitting there, and all of a sudden, he says, like, he goes, the guy's like, "I'm protected," and then like I like how the captain's
not for long, you're not.
Arrest
because for that moment that the captain really truly believes that like Gordon's not corrupted and he's a good man, and they really want to stand up and fight back against the corruption. But from that moment at the end of the episode, he became corrupted himself for that moment when he did something dirty when he shouldn't have done it. He's supposed to do everything by the book, but he went outside of the book.
I do like how he got the confession, and he's got the guy just comes in and drops the bag where it has the murder weapon and the like there. Yeah. He's like, here, his
he just drops the murder weapon like
his
confessions on Amazon Prime, like that stuff, like your murder weapon and confessions, sir. Plop.
I will say, Bruce. I saw the one thing I do is like the assassin filling out a clipboard. In Fish, I did not like that when Fish is being tortured and the assassin's filling out a clipboard. Like she's at a doctor's office. He's like,
how the escape was kind of like way too easy. Like, dude, Falcone needs to hire better fucking men to get through. Like, come on, dude, really?
Butch was able to go in there, knock out, and then all Kazaga's ass is like, okay, you failed us, so.
So what did you think about that Nigma and Kringle's romantic subplot?
I thought
that was completely a waste of time. Like, really? He gives her a greeting card and gets mocked by Flash. And she was like one of those people that was in on the whole mockery against Nigma.
And then all of a sudden she feels bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's like, oh, that's so sweet. And then it's like, nope, like, don't say anything else. Like, please. Because she still finds him a little creepy stalker.
I mean, Nigma, like, we all know how this is going to end with, like, Edward.
I mean, it's leading to something. I will say his relationship with Scranton is leading to something.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
We all know how this goes. But, I mean, like, as far as, like, now, like, in the context of what we've experienced so far, like Nigma's fine. Like, he's a little weird, but we all are weird in our own ways. Like, I mean, he takes the onions out of his takeout spaghetti. Like, we all have those little quirks here and there. So, like for right now, like, he's fine. So, like, I don't know. Did he, like, say
it's
something?
It's one of those, like, generic thing when most people make fun of the weird people, and the weird people go on a little bit of the dark side thing. That type of that's been done on shows and movies.
Edward Nigma is like, like, I'll teach you all.
It's like,
I thought for a moment when he was picking that onion, it's like, is he going to poison someone's food? I feel like he's going to tamper someone's food. That almost felt like it for that moment.
I will say what about Reuben Flask? He's actually a character from the comics. Even he was in the Batman Year One.
We talked about that too. Yeah. He was also the partner, Jim's partner in the Batman Begins, Christopher Nolan.
Which I still think, I honestly thought, like, at one point when I was watching the show originally, I'm like, oh, is Reuben Flask going to beat him up? And then, like, Gordon is going to then just drive around looking for him and then beat him up and strip him naked and leave him for out.
I would love if they actually done that in the show, but
because they do that Batman Year One. Yeah, Gordon just beats the hell out of him.
Yeah, it's in the Batman Year One comic.
Someone leaves him for dead.
He just leaves him in the ditch.
Something tells me Fox would have put the big old kibosh on, like, beating someone up and leaving him naked.
Tell Penguin to do it, and Penguin would. Penguin said, "We threw him in the river with a brick, with a big center block. He should not be bothering you anymore." I'm like, he's dead. Now he is.
But also, like we brought this up before he came back. I'm like, yeah, we find out that Bullock and fucking Mooney are actually lovers.
To me, like, just so out of
that was
place
so obvious, but that was too obvious.
Like, it felt so out of place for this episode. I'm just like, I don't believe it. Which also, how is Assassin able to come into a police station and kill someone? You know, but now we understand why. I kind of like, you know. Also, Butch is able to show up at this place to rescue Fish, you know, and also the GC stand. I love though whenever Penguin's Men is helping to get evidence against Flash, and I don't like the Selena breaking Bruce's heart. Like I thought that was kind of dumb.
That
Yeah,
scene was rough.
it was a little bit of a subplot.
Also,
it was rough. It kind of came out of nowhere, but I feel like it was necessary to be like, all right, this is done. We're gonna nudge Bruce a little more in the bat direction.
But also, like, we already suspected that Selena lied about seeing the man's face,
Yeah.
the Bruce Wayne's murderer. Like, she only used that as a lying tactic to try to get out of that juvenile detention center. But also, at the same time, she doesn't really want to like lean it on to Bruce and try to hurt him. So she didn't want to get too attached to Bruce because she thought like she'd be a bad influence on him.
I do like how like they find Ivy and they wanted to walk around as they're driving around, and all of a sudden he goes, "I'll tell it." He relayed a message to Selena, and she goes, "I'll relay it for $20." And then he goes, "Alfred, give her $20." And then Alfred's like,
Okay.
It's like, okay.
He has that face like here. Like,
I don't know why Alfred's so mad. It's not like the Waynes cannot afford it. Like, what
You're
are we
a
doing?
billionaire, dude.
but the fact is that Alfred knows this world. Bruce doesn't. Bruce is like, you know, he's been always a sheltered child, so he doesn't know that these people will take advantage of you.
That's true.
Alfred
And he learned it the hard way by Selena that she took advantage of him. And he threw that snow globe. He just crushes that snow globe out of anger.
And an unexpectedly hard line though, when Alfred is like, "Are you going to get a broom, or are you still going to cry over the crushing of your young dreams?" I'm just like, wow, that's an Instagram edit if I've ever seen it.
That's like the Alfred mentality edition.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, he's just telling him, it's like, hey, stop being such a crybaby and be a man, dude. Don't be such a crybaby for your crush.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a dick, Alfred.
He's like, I'm going to get a broom.
What Bruce needed to hear. That's what's important here.
Yeah, tough love.
Which, I thought this was really good, though. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
All right. What's your score?
I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
Okay, Matt?
I'm going to give it a 7.5. I really enjoyed this episode. Really, I liked it.
I'm going to side with Collins. I'll go 8. I really liked this one. It's not my favorite, but I still liked it. And I'm loving the general direction of this show. I sincerely hope that this momentum keeps going. But for those curious, next up we're doing the fearsome Dr. Crane, which can only mean one thing, the Scarecrow, and the blind fortune teller. So we're getting the Scarecrow in this show. I will be seated. But I pass it off to all of you guys. What did you think of these episodes? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. It's a privilege to do this show with these guys every week. Collins, where can the people find you?
They can find me at 3D Movie Cinema, where I will be telling Matt to suck it because I got sided with me this week. No. I will find 3D Movie Cinema, where I will be doing a review for, I want to say, it's either F1 or I know you did last time with the original. I kind of feel like I want to do F1 because I got that review shot already. I just got to edit it. And I also got Centers edited, so it's one of those two will be up. I feel like F1 will probably be it because I already got the clips downloaded and everything, so it's ready to go. So I'll probably be F1, and then of course, we're doing our road to Fantastic Four, and then next week we start our road to Peacemaker season 2, and you can find me at 3dmoviecinema.com. That's it.
All right, Matt Wyatt, what about you?
You can find my YouTube channel at MattWyatt92. I put up my couple of trailer reaction videos with the Mortal Kombat 2 and the second trailer of Tron Ares. There's still a couple of more trailers I will be editing that we'll put out soon. Probably by the time you watch it, you've already seen it with Alien Earth and Stranger Things, the final season. And if you want to check out a few of my reviews that I posted recently, I posted like the F1 review, 28 years later, and a non-spoiler review for James Gunn's Superman, which I also did a spoiler discussion with these two knuckleheads, and you can go and check it out on Ryan's channel. And I'm excited to continue on with the Fantastic Four First Steps. We just did the Roger Corman for the 1994. We got the fucking shitty one out the way. but I'm excited to get to the rest of it, even though I have to get through the last one with Fan Force Stick, that fucking trash movie. But anyway,
Right.
yeah, I can't. And also, yeah, the Road to Peacemaker season 2. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we like
Matt
as
really
they've
wants to taste
alluded,
it.
as these two have alluded to, the road to Fantastic Four First Steps is now ongoing. We, as of this recording, we have covered the first Corman, the first one produced by Roger Corman. It's as bad as advertised. However, things are going to get a little better when we cover both Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Not by much, but enough to notice. And then as far as rest of this channel goes, I'll be joining Road to Peacemaker with Collins over on his channel. And I got some Naked Gun reviews coming, so stay tuned for all of that.
We might be
But
naked.
for Jacob Collins, for Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cam. The streets of Gotham are not safe, so stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care.